Hello, this is I'm So Cutie. I'm going to be talking about the Emerald Amethyst list that I've been testing for about 30 plus games on Best of 1 of Lorcanito now that the set is fully released. Yeah, let's get right into it. I've played about 30 games. This is about notes about the first 15 games before I really got into the last list and began playing. Yeah, so just really quick notes if you want to see certain matchups. Also, Red Steel is really utterly broken. I think that deck is going to be amazing, and I will be making a video next about that list. Now let's just keep going. This is the first list that I played. I wanted to do a little bit of hybrid between tempo and discard. The counts of this deck were just really funky. It did not perform well. It was trying to do too much. So, first thing, trying to do too much, right? Second list, a lot more refined. We drop the wrong lever down and we make it a full tempo list. This performed really well, especially from notes with other decks that I was facing. Clarabelle was a big issue, and not enough, like, single pinging steel existed. Nobody was really playing dump or cannons, at least aggressively, like keeping in the mulligan. So Curse Merfolk and Bonsai were just amazing. Really big kudos to artabax that made it popular during set 5 and 6. But that's kind of where like this deck gets inspiration from. You kind of just ran away and then played this like fishing pole genie kind of thing, and then just Clarabelle on the top end was too crazy. I found that lever was too clunky, but I wanted to keep implementing it, and this brings me to my last list that I played that performed the best or close to the best. So Bobby Lever created a line that didn't really stop my tempo, but set up to just have a bomb to just answer anything. Queen just performed really well. Also Hypnotic, all these cards just performed really well. It was like a tempo hybrid, but I was still getting really clunky hands with like this like Olaf Diablo kind of thing going on, and the Queen especially. So we went back and reverted back to like this Clarabelle list, except this Royal Guard became Bobby. And this wrong lever went up just a little bit, and I think I added one additional card, but yeah, Clarabelle just overperformed. So the best combo of the day was Bobby wrong lever. I think I could also play Bobby Yzma wrong lever. I think lever simply for the wrong lever is just good. It just performed really well. It helped me in the top end, and the deck just really struggled in the top end. I just could not keep up. If I let the game go too far and they had Shark and like power lines or big Captain Hook and Green Steel that I just could not answer anymore, it was just so difficult to come back. Even though sometimes I did, I just should never be in those positions, right? Lackluster card number 1, Diablo. He was just not trading efficiently enough without Cove. So Cove would have to be at like 4, and especially no Cricky or anything. Like Diablo was just not doing what I thought it would be doing. Evasives are just so tanky. Like evasives in this meta are like Genie, Elsa, Shark, Moana, Little Vanellope, Mulan. There's things that this just cannot trade with anymore, which is really frustrating, but it just was lackluster in all the lists. Pull a lever. Unless it was paired with Bobby, it just did not work, unfortunately. It's a good engine, but just Genie on his own with like Fishing Rod was enough to just excel the game, especially in the tempo version. Under the Sea, nobody wants to play aggro. In the 30 plus games, they're all just like mid-range control decks. A couple of blue reds. The only aggro was like Amber Steel, but even then it does feel mid-range because they sneak in the strings and stuff. So it was just really lackluster. There's just other ways to deal with things. Super situational, so I just would not run it, right? This card just has to be at 4. This meta and this entire meta, like this card is at 4 in almost every deck. It's just so hard to stop. It's so hard to stop. It gets so many cards, and you just keep winning with tempo. Like you get 5 Go-Go's and 5 Bonsais and 5 Merfolks, and it's just gross. Like there's no B prep anymore. There's no Sisu. This card is crazy. Clarabelle is just so crazy. So insane card. Hypnotic Strength corrected a lot of math and always replaced itself in my hand. Did really well. Always set up the 1-drops and 2-drops to clear and do their job. So just a super good card in purple. The key takeaway is that just with Big Diablo, I just really can't function enough in the way that I wanted it to, right? The tempo version is way better. It dealt with the top end by not having to deal with the top end, if that makes sense. If you do not have that really bottom heavy, like Merfolk kind of Flynn style deck, you just can't handle the shark and the evasives. There's just too many decks that are focused on challenging, especially even Mushu. Like, I thought I had a good game where I just like tapped everything. I was like choking him out, and he got like 20 lore just from challenging because he had like 2 Mushus on board. It was crazy. But yeah, so this would be the list that I would run. I would probably up this, down this for 1, and then replace the Royal Guard with Bobby. Bobby was just really well. It worked really well. The mulligan consisted of usually like a Bobby Bonsai Ursula option, right? Into like the Clarabelle Pole Hypnotic, and like from there you just work, right, with whatever. It's super good. Green Purple performed really bad at first, but tempo version is crazy. Tempo version is the best. This is the list that I would run if I had to pull a list right now and go to a tournament. I would be like, all right, these are the games I played. I'm playing this list right now. It performed pretty well. I didn't get to play any red-green, but I do think it would perform well, especially with Ursula and Clarabelle. I don't see myself having much issue. I think it's just maneuverability, and you are just really fast. So yeah, that was my take on Green Purple. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did kind of just break it down super quickly, quick notes, quick that. It was about 30 games again. And this is just from like the experience of like what I observed. You know, I did record the games, or just like 5 games, to like go back and look, be like, where did I lose? What happened? What cards were clunky? What cards didn't leave my hand? Etc. Etc. So, super quick breakdown of this list. I hope that somebody cultivates this list, because this is a real contender. Probably for like top 4, especially with the Mushu existing right now. There's just not a lot you can do with only lever. So the next deck I will be testing will likely be Red Steel, Green Steel, or Ruby Am. I do really want to play around with Powerline and Shark. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you got a really quick breakdown on Green Purple, per my notes of games and some deck list changes. So thank you.